We offer tobacco to Mother Earth when we pick plants for any reason, whether they're... And essentially what we're saying to Mother Earth is we're thanking her for growing those plants. And we're also in the process asking those plants permission to come and help us in what we need to do, either to heal people or to feed people. And the very fact that those plants will stand out from all the other grasses. You know, you can go beside a plant that's very little, and you can be looking around and you'll just see one. You put your tobacco down and you ask in a good way for that plant to present itself, the spirit of that plant to help you. You want to help your people, you want to feed your people. You thank Mother Earth for growing that plant, and you stand up and look around. That's all you see then, is that plant. But you would never have seen it before. You may have seen one. The minute you make that offering and that prayer, all of a sudden you see where it is. It'll just stand right up and say, here I am. And so you know that's what you need to, you just concentrate on picking that then. Yeah, it's a long, deep... I hope my arm is long enough to reach. Otherwise I go tumbling down this little cliff. I have jelly all winter. They still need a few more days yet before they're really ripe. Should be able to get these, and there's a lot of them in the end stage. The bergamot or horse mint. Ha! We've even got dock. This is a good root to eat. Yeah. Can't believe it's such a late year, but they're still blooming like this. It's a strange looking, it sort of lays down, and every place it lays a new plant comes up. We're lucky that they catch this right now in bloom. It's just on the side of the hill you don't get too much, there's smaller ones. And that's how they grow, like they're in patches like this. You're not going to find one here. When they're a family plant, they all grow together. That's the end of blanket flower right here. It'll remove oils, lot of stuff. We'd crush it up and use a lot of it. And if you just keep going over and over the area with it. Sometimes if you had a hide that got a grease stain on it, you could take that grease stain off with that just by using blanket flower. It's like a blotter. It blots up stuff that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to get out by washing or any other means. These are the little rose hips from the prairie rose. I know we've got the prairie rose, but I don't know if we got the rose hips. Did you? Like the yarrow's already gone into this stage. And remember when we first come out, it was nice and white. And when I first used to come out here years ago, there used to be a lot of prairie wool. You don't see it now. I think maybe too many people traveling over the land in vehicles. That is something you don't see anymore, is prairie wool. That's one of the grasses that's been gone, that we're going to lose totally. But it's rare to see. Oh, here's one little harebell left on the... There's the stalk. I'll try to stop it from blowing. Oh, there's more. So they're just starting to open up some of this one. That we used to, you pick it just the way you see it there. When you crush it, there's like a liquid that comes from it. And then you put it into a dry frying pan or on a really hot rock and put it on a fire. And as that stuff is drying, you lean over and you inhale really deep the stuff that comes out of it, and it actually helps you if you've got, sometimes people say they have fibromyalgia. They say, I ache here and I ache there, and just by breathing that skeleton weed helps that. The old people used to call it for all over pain, just breathing it in. And I was hoping these guys would have their seeds by now. Oh, they do. Oh, this one, they're all going to be gone in no time. I'll show you what they look like. Open them up. And that's when they're very, very pretty. That's what they look like. And they're just big. And it's the seed inside. And you just poke a hole in this end, right straight through, and then you just thread you can make necklaces and bracelets out of them. In the spring, these look yellow. They have yellow flowers on them. They're really pretty, but you have to kind of catch them quick because they flower quick and end quick. But do they ever have a beautiful smell? I just love the smell of, Here they have a mallow, and they have it at the end. Beginning and end all on one root. How lucky are we for that? Flower, and there's the end. All together.
That's mallow, right? Or do you guys call that marshmallow? Is there marshmallow?
Yeah. This is gumweed. There's sure a lot of it. This is the flower when it's right open. It's that sticky flower, that you... Yeah. Oh, here's a nice one. And we didn't get that, did we? Liatris comes out early in the spring, and it's really darker purple. And it's also used for helping you get rid of bile or gall.
How lucky we are to get it this late in the year.
To break up the gall that's like the stuff the liquid that's seized. Like some people have a difficult time with that does become gallstones. And it'll help flush it out of your system. Some of the plants too that we have on the prairie, like some of the mallows and a couple of other plants that we picked up, you can mix them for different things. But I don't think that's what we want to do for students. We don't want to tell them in case they go try that and they don't realize that you really have to have the plant's permission to even mix it with another plant. And so I don't think people are aware of the fact that when we go out there on that prairie, we have DNA memory in our bodies from our ancestors for thousands of years, and it connects to everything out here. And so when we go and we put tobacco and we ask in a good way for that plant to come and take care of us, it expands that memory within us of that plant
and that plant responds in kind. So that's why we are helped and healed by it. You know, it's different for people who come and think it's more like a pharmaceutical type thing. It doesn't work that way. If we don't go to the Creator first and go to that knowledge base that the Creator put within our bodies, we aren't going to get anywhere. So it's the only way we can heal, is by allowing that to happen and do it the right way.